What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the PGL Team Builders. Now, this is my fourth time recording this, and I'm going to let you guys know right now I'm a little bit pissed off at the fact that I'm having to record this for a fourth time. Okay, one, yes. Two of them were my fault. One, I forgot to raise the volume up on my mic from when I was testing and taking pictures for things on OBS, which you don't need to know. It's for a secret project that is coming up very soon. The other one, I kind of did it half-heartedly, and I didn't really explain things the way I should have, and that kind of pissed me off, so I deleted it. And then the third time, it just completely didn't save it at all, after I spent 25 minutes doing this before the game, because this is after the game, obviously. So I'm a little pissed off that I'm having to record this for the fourth time. Well, yeah, this is the fourth time. But this team, I'm extremely proud of. The game is already done. I know the result. I'm not going to give any spoilers because it was a fantastic game and you guys will really enjoy watching it. However, I'm extremely proud of this team just because of how much time and effort I took into it and the person I'm facing. For those of you who don't know, I'm facing Powdahh and the AV Dunsparcelona. Now, I'm going to try to rattle off his team. I don't have it up in front of me, but that's mainly because it's 11:17. I was supposed to have this video up on Thursday. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I'm just now getting around to recording it for the fourth time in a week. So, yeah. Anyway, AV Dunsparcelona, they have threats like Mega Gardevoir, Cobalion, they have Tangrowth, Salamence, Lando-I, Weavile, Tentacruel, Dusknoir, Mesprit, Kecleon, Volcanion, and Rotom Fan, I think, something like that. Like, they have a very threatening team with a bunch of very offensive, threatening mons, to the point where it was impossible for me to build for every single one of them. He can't bring all of them. If he does bring all of them, he's not going to have any walls, and then I can kind of sort of punch through his team with my team because my team's a little bit faster with the sets that I can bring. So when I was looking at it, I kind of had to pick and choose which ones I wanted to prep for because realistically, it's not ideal to prep for 7 sweepers and a Tangrowth or Regenerator Mon. So I kind of had to just play around with what I thought he would be bringing. And Mega Gardevoir is a massive threat. I really think that's going to be coming to the game. Just because Mega Gardevoir is... it hits so damn hard. And my only resistance is something that speaks to Shadow Ball, which is a very good coverage move of it. So it's something that it can still punch so many holes through my team. Weavile, definitely coming to the game. I'm very weak to Weavile. I'm very weak to knockoff spam and ice spam. So I know for a fact Weavile is coming. Lando-I is a threat and a half because that's coming, and Salamence is coming, no matter what. Those I knew were coming, so I prepped a lot for them, and that's something that I really kept in mind. Mesprit, he loves Mesprit because it's one of his main rockers. It's very key to his team. It's also a bulky-ish psychic type, so it can kind of hit pretty hard. And I really think that Tentacruel will be coming. There's not a whole lot of, I don't think, well, I'm just going to say flat out what I didn't think was going to be coming. I kind of had my doubts that Lando-I was coming. I didn't think Cobalion. I didn't think Dusknoir, Rotom, Kecleon. Volcanion, I figured it was coming just because it's Volcanion. It's new in the format and everybody is prepping for it. And he's probably having a good time using it, so I expect nothing less than for him to bring it to almost every single game. Even though I have a Water Absorb mod. So that's something I had to keep in mind when making this team. Now, this team in general, I don't have the exact sets memorized off the top of my head, but Showdown's being a dick, and I can't be asked to bring them up. So I'm going to basically talk about what I remember of them off the top of my head. Victini, first mod on the team. It is here basically to bait in Weavile and kill it. I'm running a Cobra Berry with about 28 HP EVs, I believe, 124 defense, 100 in special attack, and 252 in speed with a timid nature. I'm running timid with Blue Flare, Shadow Ball, Psy Shock, and U-Turn. So, again, this set is very specific max speed to speed tag with Gardevoir or Salamence before a boost, and I can hit them very hard. If he's not running timid max speed Lando I can outspeed it and hit it very hard. And I'm able to get off chip damage. Now, the main way his team can deal with Weavile is offensively. He lets something die to it, he brings in Weavile, and he kills it. So I kind of wanted to make sure that I could live any knockoff after I kill something, so that's what the defense investment in the Culver Berry is for, and that's very specific. I have enough special attack investment to 2-hit KO physically defensive Tentacruel with Psyshock, which is awesome, and I can also 2-hit KO defensive Mesprit with Shadow Ball. So it kind of just really hits his whole team in general for good damage, and I can really punch some holes to make room for my bulkier monster to kind of just sit there and be fat. So after I had my Victini, I was like, I need another backup to Weavile just in case, because that thing is so threatening for my team. And along with that, my Hitmonchan can actually do a lot of work against this team. It can check the Lando I pretty well because it can't OHKO me with anything, even like a timid Choice Spec Psychic does not OHKO me. And Ice Punch after Rocks completely one-shots it. And if I don't get Rocks up, Ice Punch plus Mach Punch kill it, so that's really nice. So that's a plus. Bullet Punch to a Mega Gardevoir is very important. Also, this spread, I'm trying to remember, I had enough speed to outspeed, like, I think it was uninvested in speed Volcanion. I think, let me see if Showdown's actually pulling up. Is Showdown, stop, Showdown, thank you for stop being a little cunt. I'm running 104 speed EVs. It's to outspeed Modest, or, oh, this speed was to speed creep a Volcanion that speed crept an uninvested Gligar. So if he speed crept my Gligar with his Volcanion, this will outspeed it, and I'll be able to hit it with nothing, realistically. So that speed investment was kind of sort of useless. Originally I had Drain Punch on it, and then whenever I changed up the moves, I was like, well, I have to battle. So that kind of sort of sucks. I had Drain Punch on it over Mach Punch, and I'm still a little iffy on it. I feel like I should bring it just because Bullet Punch still does a lot to Weavile, or I could bring Drain Punch over Bullet Punch. Like, I just wanted to have both priorities, which it was kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. They both have their drawbacks and they both have their advantages, so that's important. But I'm running the Assault Vest with Iron Fist and max HP, 148 in Spadef. That's enough to like live Steam Eruptions, Choice Spec Psychic from Lando I. I can live a lot of really good special hits from his team. So then after that, I knew that I wanted a very good wall to kind of just set up rocks and be fat against his entire team, and that's what my Gligar is going to be. Now this Gligar is also very important because of its speed stat. Excuse me, I have to adjust myself. I'm running a Jolly Nature Gligar with 140 in speed, along with, I believe it's 116 in HP and 252 in defense. This is enough to outspeed max speed Volcanion. So if Volcanion wants to come in after taking rocks, it does about 60%. So if he's taken 2 rocks hits, Earthquake kills him from the range that he will be at. So if I'm able to save this to late game, I can kill the Volcanion, and that's really cool. This is also able to hit things very hard, like Tentacruel. If he's like Spadef, I can 2-hit KO it with Earthquake, and I will outspeed it if it's uninvested, and that's really nice. I'm also able to live any hit from Lando I that is not HP Ice, so I'm able to Toxic it, I can Toxic Stall it, and I can really wear it down to the point where I can't really do anything. I can also really hurt the Cobalion with this thing. Cobalion is... it's not something I'm thinking about, honestly. Just because I can kind of sort of hurt it in many ways on my team, and it's not that big of a deal to my team, I don't think. But that's Gligar. Mainly there's a speedy wall to outspeed things and hit things very hard and get good chip damage off on things. The next mon is my designated Lando I check. Like, obviously I need one. Vaporeon is that. It's a water absorber. It's Fizz Def because I don't need the Spadef to beat it. I have Hidden Power Rock to hit it super effectively, along with the Salamence, just in case he expects like an HP Electric or something like that on it and goes into his Salamence. Just HP Rock I think did better. I think it was better than Hidden Power Electric or anything else like that to hit the Volcanion. So that's just a very simple spread. It does a lot more than just Volcanion. Like Lando I can really hurt. I can live a +1 non-boosted by item outrage from Salamence if he's adamant, so I can OHKO back with Ice Beam. So there's a lot that this thing can do to his team, and I think it works out pretty well. But that one's very simple, and then the next one on the team is going to be my designated late game sweeper, hopefully, and that's going to be my Choice Scarf Jirachi. It can completely one-shot so much of his team, like Weavile, Lando, Salamence, Mega Gardevoir. I can two-shot Tentacruel and Headbutt. I can... I'm trying to think. I think that's it. I can do a lot of damage to Tangrowth with Ice Punch. Like, I can do a lot of damage to his entire team with this thing, so... if I can save it till late game, and I can lock myself into one move to just clean up the game, that would be absolutely amazing. But otherwise, it's mainly there to just going to be getting the most kills in the game, hopefully. The final mon on the team is a very specific spread. So Volcanion and Lando I think are very massive threats to my team. And when I say massive threats, I mean like absolutely massive. So I made sure I had multiple ways of checking them. So this way of checking him is actually going to be my Hydreigon. I'm running a bulky Hydreigon with 132 in speed. That's enough to outspeed max speed Volcanion. 252 in Spadef and 124 in HP with the Levitate ability. So I can not be hit by any ground moves because of Levitate, which is awesome, so that helps me out with Lando. I'm running the Chople Berry, so if he wants to run Focus Blast on Volcanion or Focus Blast or Superpower on Lando, I can either 2-hit KO Volcanion with Earth Power, and if he's not Scarf, I will outspeed him and kill him with 2. And if he does that with Lando, I will kill him with 1 Hidden Power Ice after Rocks, so that's very important. And Roost is there just to help longevity, and then U-Turn is there to help me gain momentum, hopefully. But I'm hoping this thing will also be kind of a pseudo scare, because if I'm able to have this thing in on something like the Mesprit, it scares it out. I can U-turn and I can get in something to just fire off a massive hit like my Victini. That's my hope, at least. I think it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't work. It's very specific. I realize it's very specific, so if it doesn't work, it's going to make me look like an ass for making such a specific set. However, it's not so specific that it's out there in like Tales of the Crypt type shit. It's stuff that would actually happen in a game. The main way you deal with Hydreigon is with fighting type coverage on things like Focus Blast or Dazzling Gleam and things like that, but I'm not going to leave it in on things like a Dazzling Gleam, so I think this thing works pretty well. I'm really happy with this team. One of my favorite teams I've ever built, just because I put a lot of time and effort. I'm using 2 berries. I love berries. They're my favorite thing in the entire format now. Thank you so much, Shoddy, for showing me how stupid I was for it, but that's beside the point. Shoddy has shown me a lot that I really thought was stupid, and I learned a lot from him, so this is one of the main things from him. A speedy wall, I think that's something that's very important in games. It can do a lot of work, especially if people don't expect it. And yeah, I'm really hoping this team works out, but that's basically the team. I'm sorry this was so short, but as I said, 4th time recording it, I don't really give a shit. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like. Also, leave a comment what you think of the team. Also, down in the description, there will be Powdahh's links. Make sure you go over to his channel, you subscribe to him, you tell him that he has beautiful hair, and you tell him that he's an awesome dude, because he really is an awesome dude. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.